Don't what? Get out of the house! Jesus, man, my God! Hello everybody, what's going on? Jerome here, and welcome back to another awesome episode of Crazier Craft. That's right everybody, we are going to be hopping into a seriously fun episode because we're going to be setting up an Easter egg bunny machine that allows us to get every single type of egg for all the different monsters that are out there and available. And you're probably wondering, Jerome, why in the world would we possibly want to do this? We're just basically allowing ourselves to resurrect evil monsters. Well, hold on right there. Hold on there, little Jimmy, with our questions. The reason being is because we need to make Big Bertha if we want to go against the Queen's Dungeon. Now, hear me out. In order to go to the Queen's Dungeon and get Big Bertha, we have to build the three pieces of Big Bertha, which are the blade, the guard, and the handle. And to do that, we need to get all sorts of crazy items. Like, for instance, the guard, you need all these. The blade needs all these. The one thing they all have in common is they're all drops from giant beasts that come from an Easter Bunny's eggs. Yes, because the Easter Bunny apparently gives birth to many different monsters. He's very weird. But no, for instance, like the ray gun we need to kill a robot for, the Mantis Claw we need to kill a mantis, you get it. So we're going to build an Easter egg bunny collecting machine that'll automatically collect the eggs as they're born, and then we can use them later on, so in a future episode we can get Big Bertha. I'm kind of hoping, actually, to be honest with you, hopefully tomorrow's episode will have Big Bertha. But regardless, let's get to it. Now, Pete was nice enough. Let me just give her some of this music here. There's too much music. Too much going on with slime. Too much things going on with all the music. And get out of here. But luckily enough for us, Pete has plenty of Easter egg bunnies. And he told us it would be alright if we were to take one. So we can go ahead and teleport over to his base. I believe... Is this him? Yeah, I think this is where his base is. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. God dang it. Thought I had my belt on. Apparently I didn't have my belt on and took damage and embarrassed myself in front of all my fans and friends, and I'm gonna cry. No, I'm just playing around. I'm not gonna cry. Bakas don't cry. They just cry. You know, when they stub their toes anyway. Just serious business. When a Baka stubs his toes, alright, you don't just get away from him. He might try and eat you, which just what happens. Or at least eat your liver. He'll probably keep you alive, but he'll eat your liver for sure. What? So let's kind of hope that Pete doesn't think that we did this, because we didn't do this. And what happened to Pete's house? Do you think he knows? Like, but seriously though, do you think he has any idea that, like, his house is kind of, I don't know, say, destroyed? Alright, we'll grab 6 of them, because he has plenty to go around. But yeah, I don't really exactly know what to make of this, so we are going to leave now before we get blamed for something that we did not do. Run, run, run! Get out of here! Scram! Alright, what is it, 165? Was that it? Yeah. Colon 65. That was exactly the height. Oh, it was 165. Look at that. Cool. Maybe even one more, like 166 would have been nice. But there we go. So we got the dried Easter Bunny eggaroonies. Let's just break up the uranium blocks here. We'll replace it with the Easter Bunnies. That way they can start regenerating. We can make as many of them as we could ever possibly want. Now, normally there are different ways you can do this. You can make multiple chambers. I'm just going to make a single chamber to mine because, well, I mean, I don't really see a point. I mean, there's only so many that you could use. I mean, you don't really realistically need all of them. So let's grab one crystal chest as well. Check. Alright, so we got the crystal chest, we got that. We should be, believe it or not, good to go on that front. Now all we need are 25 big, giant hoppers. So we just go into here. Oh, we don't have hoppers on there. Okay, so we gotta build, what is it? It's I actually don't even remember how to build a hopper. Give me 1 second here, let's type this in. Hopper. Alright, hopper. It's just 5 iron ingots and a chest. So 1 chest, check. And let's go ahead and craft a hopper. We'll put it in our equivalent exchange machine, and then that way, whenever we need hoppers, we can always just call on them. Because we're going to need a lot of them. We're actually going to need... Okay, good thing they're not that expensive, because we're going to need 25 of them. I know that sounds crazy, but that literally is how many we need. So there we go. Put the hopper in the machine, and we'll be ready to go. In the meantime, I'm going to start building out a nice little platform area where we can do this on. It doesn't need to be anything too fancy, but it's still, you know, it's gotta exist. It's gotta be a nice little platform. And honestly, I'd probably rather just build it out of wood. So let's wait for our book to come back. There we go. We'll put this in there. And is there wood? There it is, oak wood. We'll grab a bunch of these. All right, just to make the platform. Let's grab 16, because that way we'll have 64 planks. And then, what is the other thing that we need? Ah, yes, Mr. Hopper. There we go. We need 25 of them. So there we go. Keep spam clicking through. We're going to need to get some more energy pretty soon. We're running out of energy to make all these things. Okay, we don't need tank shells. Sorry to disappoint everybody, but we really don't need the tank shells, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I know it is very, very hard for you probably to believe that we don't need them, but we just don't. We don't need them. I'm sorry. I don't know how else to put it. All right, so here we go. We'll go ahead and place these out here. It's so interesting to see how flying, like that, it's so much easier to craft. It's kind of like we're in creative mode, except we aren't actually in creative mode. All right, so let's go out here. How many is it? 1, 2, 3 outward. So we just go 1, 2, 3. And we can just kind of place these out like that. There we go. Hopefully, I hope our meteor machine can protect us from this distance out. It might not be able to, believe it or not. And actually, I think we're going to need a couple more of these bad boys. I think we're going to need just a few more. I don't know how many exactly, but there we go. Let's place these down like that. Yeah, we're going to need some more. We're going to need just a couple more. Let me go talk to this real quick. Oak. Check. Let's grab a bunch of these guys. And then we're also going to need some smooth stone to make slabs. So let me see. Okay, if we drop one item here, so first if we drop the apple, then we can shift click that, and that makes it a lot easier on us. Okay. Oh, slabs. That's right. Slabs you divide it up into three different sections. So if we go here, we just go boom, boom, and then we go boom, and then we just kind of, there we go. Just kind of place these all around like that. I mean, good enough anyway. That's more slabs than we're gonna need. We only needed 25 of those bad boys. So we're looking good. We're looking mighty fine on this Easter egg bunny machine. And we could also throw this wood down here. Perfecto. And we can just start to branch this out a little bit. There we go. We have our own little island. Isn't this nice? We're branching out and making the island even bigger and bigger. Now if you hold on the mini-map, look at that. We're just expanding. It looks great. And eventually we can even connect it over there and just keep making a giant... Oh my god, can you imagine the ultimate project where we built all the way to Pete's with like a bridge? We just built a giant bridge to Pete's house. I mean, it would honestly probably have to be like a live streamed episode. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, because otherwise, I don't know, like that would be such a long, lengthy episode. I think it would just, it'd probably have to be a live streamed episode. All right, there we go. So we got 1, 2, 3. We just got all you have to do is shift click. Now the point of these are so that pretty much they will always end up in that chest right there. All right, so there we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And now we can just kind of put this all around like that. And we'll even branch this out another one. We'll branch it out another one. There we go. And yeah, we can even go ahead and put this out one more on that side. Perfect. All right, so that right there is pretty much the initial layout for them. Now all you have to do is put slabs on top. And a little known fact, apparently for whatever reason, dropped items will get sucked through stone slabs into hoppers. So for instance, let's say we throw an oak wood plank right there, pretend that's one of the eggs, and it'll hop into the hopper underneath and eventually get sent into this double chest right here. Now you're probably wondering, Jerome, how are we going to possibly get the Easter egg bunnies up there? And plus, also the Easter egg bunnies are kind of in dried Easter egg bunny form, which is, believe it or not the kind of form that we need them to be in. So you're probably like, Jerome, how in the world we gonna do this? What are we gonna do? What is a baka to do? Well, I'll tell you what a baka is to do. Literally, you're gonna, let's look at liquid slime. Ew, get it off me. I don't want liquid slime. I thought I was supposed to be getting water. Get it off. I don't want liquid slime. That's nasty. Nasty stuff we're dealing with there. All right, there we go. We got that now. So we can just kind of go here, and there. That's supposed to work. Okay, so for whatever reason, you need to add a stone to the recipe in order to get it. I don't know when they added that in or why, but not a big deal. It doesn't really complicate things too much. It just, you know, I don't know. How's a bot gonna know when they go and change the rules like that? You know, you can't just change the rules on a baka and then go, yep, everything is back to normal. Like, oh no, it's not. Believe me, I know these things. All right, well, what's going on here? What's wrong here? Oh, that's not a smooth stone. That is a smooth stone, my friends. There we go. And now we have 2 successful Easter egg bunnies. And what else do we need? Oh, I know something very, very important that we need. We need to go ahead and get ourselves some glass to surround the cage in. So if we put the glass down here, go like that, then boom shakalaka, we should be good to go in just a moment here. There we go. We can just kind of put these down like this. It's going to be a little bit of design work here. And once again, this is really important because now we'll be able to get we'll be able to get all the monsters that are necessary for for Big Bertha. And we can also get started on making a cow farm for golden enchanted apple cows. So we can pretty much have an infinite amount of energy. And just a short bit here. That's how close we are to getting an infinite amount of energy. We're literally like probably about 2 episodes out, which is why those Easter egg bunnies are so important for us to have. They're very extremely rare to come by, which is why it was so nice of Petey Hut General to do it. We're gonna have to get Pete back by giving him something nice, so be sure to suggest down below in the comments section cool things that we could do for Pete to make up for the fact that he basically just saved us a ton of time and effort. Okay, so there we go. Keep on placing all these down. You're gonna need a little more glass. Hello? Can I talk to the glass? Glass. What the heck was that? Well, that's one way to give me half of a heart attack there. Say half, because, you know, not really a full one. Maybe 3/4 of a heart attack, okay? But poor Bach's heart, man. You can't be scaring him like that. That's just, you know, there are things you do and there are not things that you do. And that was definitely a not thing that you do. You know, you don't do that. You don't do that to a Baka. There we go. Well, we got all that. That's good. Just keep that hole in there for now. And then we're going to have to get the Zookeeper shards, which I can't remember which chest we put them away in. Because we got some from killing nightmares a couple episodes ago. Maybe, honestly, probably could put them in, like, we put them in this one, we put them in this crystal chest. There they are, Zookeeper shards. The point of the Zookeeper shards are to make sure that these guys don't... What? Get out of the house! Jesus, man! My God! Birds can't be flying into my house whenever they feel like it. I mean, come on. Like, This is a civilized place that I live in. And by that, I mean, like, it's, you know, it's decent. It's not, you know, not like bird flying in through the open door kind of level of, you know, it's a little more upscale than that. All right, so there we go. Well, you ready? Smack him once. He will never despawn now. So the Zookeeper shards make sure those guys won't despawn. And now, literally, they will just run around and poop out eggs, and it'll collect in the chests. Now, once again, most people make multiple rooms for them. Honestly, you don't need it. Like, I mean, you know, 2 of them is more than enough in 1 cage. You only really need to fill up 1 of these chests. And it tells you you need 5 or 6 chests. They're lying. There's no point. But take a look right now already at how well this is working out for. Actually, we'll break that one out just so we can look at it. But look at how well it's working. We got coin, which apparently is a creature, baby dragons, and even rats as well. So we're going to be well on our way to getting Big Bertha. Now, it might take a while to get all the pieces. So, for instance, there's 5 here. And it'll probably, honestly, we can do it next episode. It's going to take a while for all these Easter egg bunnies to really spawn them in. So, you know, you'll have to bear with me. But in the meantime, you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. And pretty soon that means we'll be able to not only have Big Bertha, but we'll also be able to take on the Queen for her deadly old dungeon Rooney. Ooh, spooky ghost. That's a spooky ghost. Boo. Okay, so before I cut this video out, the last thing I want to do, I want to make sure I get at least 5 of them in there, just so I can get this thing producing at like a relatively quick rate. You know, it's not going to be exactly perfect, but it's better than nothing. So let's go ahead and get that. We need 3 buckets of water. Then we're going to need the stones, which are right here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Let's go and get ourselves some awesome... Oh, that was a close one. Let's get ourselves some awesome little Easter egg bunnies. So there we go. We got this. Then we can just go put that there. Honestly, we could even do 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, and boom. And now we have for ourselves 3 more Easter egg bunnies. And we can just go ahead, bring this up here. And I would say a job well done for us as we extended our floating little island here just the right amount. It looks pretty. Looks very, 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 very pretty. So here we go. We'll break in through the roof again. We'll place 1 down. What? Okay, he's here. I was like, what the heck? I'm like, he just kind of glitched into the wall there. No. I don't even know which one of those it was. But there we go. Killed both of them. And now, with 5 of them producing eggs, I would say it's going to be a relatively short amount of time for us to get all the things we need. So take care, everybody. Peace out. And I'm going to leave myself AFK here on, you know, off camera, just getting ready to collect all the possible eggs that we could ever really need. There we go. Pointyosaurus, pick him up. Thank you.